Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Toolbox Tuesday. This is episode 29, and today's date is, oh boy, January the 17th already. Welcome. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. And yeah, today's topic is avoiding conflict. Yeah, feels like something that I've really been embodying this year. I realize that avoiding conflict just creates more turmoil and upset for me. I go into my head, I make up stories, I think about what the other person is thinking about me, and then I create this spin, 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 and so on. And I think Mark Nepo says it best. I know I've talked about Mark Nepo quite a bit, this book that I read in the mornings, the Book of Awakening. And he really sums it up well. And he says, if we choose to avoid conflict with others, we will eventually breed a poisonous conflict in ourselves. Again, if we choose to avoid conflict with others, we will eventually breed a poisonous conflict within ourselves. I would say that definitely in the past, I would avoid conflict and run. I know many of you have heard of fight and flight. You know, when we either run away or we freeze or we fight. And I'm not a fighter, but I know how to run. I know how to run away. I know how to hide. I know how to avoid. But this year, I am stepping into something different. It's taken me 49 years to figure out that avoiding doesn't make things any better. Even in our home, it's my belief that difficult conversations need to be had. Kids need to know how to communicate. I've done my fair share of yelling as a mother, and I'm not super proud of it, but these are moments of being the imperfect parents that we are. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're just every day showing up and trying to figure it all out. And as I've moved through life, I've realized that it's not just about me. You know, as kids, I think we have this idea of, we think it's me, myself, it's only about us. But as we get older, we realize that there's other opinions, there's other ideas, and other ways of doing things. And I've learned the hard way many times, and I'm still learning. My kids are teens now, and I think it's a really important tool to have, not to hide, not to run away. You know, my husband and I have had conflicting ideas sometimes, and it's important that they know that people don't always agree. And it's important for kids to know that we can ask for what we need. Asking for what we need. So speak your truth. Talk about how the situation makes you feel, because nobody can tell you how you feel. It's about learning to ask for what we need. You know, I still have moments of believing my way is the best way. You can ask my husband. I think this is the journey of life. You know, learning that I am not the only one that matters. Learning that there are other points of view, and we can agree to disagree, and that is okay. I guess it all comes back to respect. Respect for one another, respect for myself, and respect for others. So I guess today, when I talk about avoiding conflict, are you avoiding conflict? Is it serving you? You know, what if by avoiding, you're actually creating more inner conflict and holding this inside your body? And boy, do I know this all so well. Gabor Mate speaks of this very well. When we hold things inside, and then those mental, emotional anguish then manifests into physical illness. And he speaks about that in this new book that just came out, The Myth of Normal: Trauma, Illness, and Healing in a Toxic Culture. I haven't started it yet. I'm still reading the book by the Dalai Lama on happiness. But I'm really looking forward to stepping into this. You know, so having hard conversations is not easy, yet I think it's so important. I think it's important that we create space for one another to speak, to share, and to ask for what we need. Yeah. You know, it can be really small too. It doesn't have to be big. It can be actually, do you really want to watch that movie? Or do you really want to watch that movie? Or what do you want for dinner tonight? Is it what everybody else wants for dinner? Or what do you actually want for dinner? So it can start small. So today I'm sharing with you again. If you want to connect and learn and meet new people and meet and create more healthy conversations, share stories. I am launching my Transformation Tuesdays starting February the 7th. It is going to be an online group for women at 7 o'clock in the evenings. So if you have any questions and want to learn more,